Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Look at Sang-Froid. What is with these French games lately forcing me to put my awful French pronunciation on terrible display? But in any case, this is Sang-Froid, Tales of Werewolves, Tome 1. And this is a game that was recently greenlit and is actually in beta right now, and it's available for pre-purchase. Pre-purchase gets you access to the beta. The game itself is going to be coming out in full in, I believe, like 6 weeks or a couple months, something like that. In any case, the easiest way to describe this game is that it is a super fucking Canadian version of Orcs Must Die. And I say that as a Canadian, I don't mean it disparagingly at all. It's basically like Werewolves Must Die. It's kind of got that third-person action plus tower defense genre, or style, I should say. The best way to kind of describe it, I think, is to actually just jump in here. So we're gonna load up on a day. Basically, each one of these days kind of represents a mission. I'm not sure if it ends on the 24th, in which case I am playing, you know, the 4th mission, which would make us, I don't know, like 1/6 of the way through after about an hour of play. So it looks like, you know, this part 1 gives you about 6 hours of play. By the way, this is not like a Walking Dead style setup. $15 buys you episode 1. I'm not sure if there's gonna be future episodes. I'm sure to a certain extent that probably depends on the success of this one. In any case, I think we're gonna start without a story here, and if so, I will try to do my best to frame a little bit of what's going on here. But if we do indeed have a cutscene, I will shut up and let it go. We might, actually, as we are on Chapter 4, hear the Rose and the Serpent. Indeed we do!
Well, hello to my saviors! Lord Almighty! What's the matter with your sister?
Don't really know yet. Strange things are happening.
Tell me about it. I was going
Oh my god, what's wrong with your hands, Phineas? Phineas, whatever.
Only to find out that the camp had been attacked. We found guys that had been half-eaten. Not a pretty sight. They say there are vile beasts prowling around here.
We'll see about your troubles a little
His hands! Look at his hand!
Bridge fix so we can save our sister. Joe, run to the village and get Dr. Lamontagne. Bring him back here as quickly as you can. Josephine is too weak to make the trip.
Alright, so we're gonna be subjected to a little bit of kind of exposition and dialogue here, but the game will get started very soon, I promise.
Dr. Lamontagne in the village. My little sister's very sick and I was sent to get him.
By the way, Dr. Lamontagne is actually dead, unfortunately, as we learn in the very opening cutscene of the game.
Church burned down. The priest hasn't been showing himself. He doesn't want to see anyone.
She's got normal hands.
You know, there are people who say that your sister is a witch and that it was all her fault.
I'm not surprised. So there's nothing you can do for us?
The best I can offer you is divine peace. Would you accept my blessings?
Bless me. I'm all yours.
Would you bless me? I'd bless me hard.
And the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Alright, so our nun is going to function as kind of like a store of sorts for us. I already bought this stuff, but I guess I forgot to save the game. So basically, we're still kind of getting tutorials, by the way. But she can allow us to spend some of our money, and you know, inflation's kind of a bitch. It's 10 cents to get a bullet enchanted to blessed or silver. In any case, I'm going to enchant like a bunch of my bullets here. I don't think I necessarily need to enchant my axe right now, but I could do that. But $1, man, that's pretty pricey. In any case, let's return to town now. And we're going to have some options to like buy things from the town, but I'm just going to ignore this for now because I've never done it before. So let's stay out of the stuff that is brand new to me and stick with the stuff that I actually know. We might, oh, we don't have one more cutscene. Awesome. What I will say before we start this tutorial movie, the voice acting and presentation in this game, I do find it a little bit amateurish. On the whole, I actually like what I've played of this game so far. It's kind of unfortunate that we're starting with some of the stuff that I feel is more of a mixed bag. The narration, especially in these tutorial movies, is the most Canadian accented narration I've ever heard in my entire life. I kind of like it a lot anyway. Ever since, the most Canadian narration I've heard outside of Canadian children's television shows. Anyway, here we go.
Bait. Bait will delay the enemies who eat it. This icon shows how much time is left before the bait is finished. The more enemies there are eating it, the faster it will finish.
Alright, so basically this guy is just giving us tutorials about kind of traps and other things that we can set down. And this is our kind of Orcs Must Die mechanic that we have going on here. So we have to defend this base right here. This is where our sister's going to be, in Jack's cabin. Which sounds like a sweet name for a shitty bar. And then we have this barn over here, and basically the barn is just going to provide us with extra action points. Action points is this AP down here. This is basically currency that allows us to place traps. We also additionally have money, which can sometimes be spent on traps. Some traps don't cost money, though. They just cost action points. In any case, we're going to have 2 waves of enemies, I believe. So we have a werewolf that's going to be coming this way. If we click on him, we can see the path that he's going to take. So he's going to go around here and try to attack this barn. We have these 3 wolves right here, which are going to just immediately come out this way and attack this. And we have this werewolf who is just going to go immediately for Jack's cabin. Okay, so what I'm going to do, first things first, is set some wolf traps. These are basically just like bear traps, basically, for the worst description possible. But just by clicking, you know, these down here, these should kill 1 wolf each, and they're basically unavoidable if you put them in really tight areas or at a choke point here. So these 3 wolves should easily be killed by these 3 right here. So that's probably taken care of. That did cost me a little bit of money, though. Now we should probably... Oh, I still have 2 traps over here from my last night. The game takes place on like every night constitutes a mission, but some traps, the traps that cost you money, don't end up being reset after the first night, so they stay there forever. But I don't think that's going to help us deal with this guy, because he's coming around this way. We definitely have to deal with this werewolf, though. What I might suggest, he's going to be our #1 priority, so it might be in our best interest to just put some bait down here. How much? I don't know how much it costs. Nothing. It just costs action points. So this will at least keep him busy for a while. And we're going to put a bonfire down here. Bonfires are basically going to allow us to scare enemies away. And you know what? Maybe we should put down another couple of wolf traps here, just to get this guy a little bit whittled down so I have a chance to save Jack's barn when I come down there. What else? Do I have bait over here? I do not. I wonder if we can put like a falling... We can put a falling trap right here. So here's what I'm thinking. We put bait right here, and then a like falling rock trap right on top of it. And then when he's eating the dog, we will just drop this falling rock trap right on top of him. How does this look? I think it looks pretty good. These guys are not going to be a problem. This guy is going to be a problem. This guy, we're probably going to be fighting him first. So let's start the night. We might, yeah, this is our like inventory screen or our character screen where I can choose what I want to do here. So I'm going to upgrade our skills. We do have 1 more skill that I can invest in. Can I get this one? No, you need to be level 8. Okay, so our skills right now, I could get 2 rage points, which is basically just a meter that will be built up, and then eventually we can unleash it to do extra damage to an enemy. Bloodthirst, after you kill an enemy in melee combat, you heal for 2% of your maximum HP. It doesn't seem like that much. Your wolf traps hold the beasts for 10 seconds. That seems pretty good right now. And your bonfires remain lit for 20 additional seconds. Let's go with trapping 1 here and confirm. So there are RPG elements for sure. We could also choose some things to take with us, but I don't have anything in my inventory right now. I guess I'd have to buy something from the general store. I used to have Canadian whiskey, but apparently I've drank it all. In any case, there's going to be a fairly standard HUD that you're probably going to be familiar with as soon as we get loaded up here. The game actually looks quite nice in my opinion. I originally thought this was going to be like a Minecraft or Don't Starve style game, but it's actually much more... okay, that's fine. I don't want to shoot silver bullets right now, I think. Did I accidentally shout there? I'm not sure. Okay, first things first. Let's see where our enemies are going to be coming from. It looks like these wolves are coming first, like the ones that are going to walk into these traps. And also this werewolf back here. So actually, I'm going to come back here. Is there not? I thought I saw the werewolf here. Bait is being devoured. Oh, it's over here. Okay. Then we can pull out our gun, shoot this, and it should fall on that werewolf. At least doing some damage. I'm not sure if it actually killed him. Oh, it didn't. Okay. So we do have a... now he's dead. We do have not only a gun, but also an axe as well. The gun is going to be really good for taking enemies out from afar, as you might expect. But at the same time, it takes forever to reload, because this game does take place in 1858. So for all of you motherfuckers who have been like, hey, wouldn't it be great if there was a game set in, like, World War I? Fuck you, it is not nice. Anyway, what we actually are going to do is reload our gun. I'll show you that right now. This is just done by using control, and I am using the keyboard and mouse here. Now, by holding control and right-clicking the mouse button continuously, we can reload a single bullet here. We might as well shoot a silver bullet at this werewolf, because that's going to make him much easier to hurt. That did a pretty sizable amount of damage. He's going to get caught in the wolf trap, which actually might give me time to reload, because it is going to take him 10 seconds. So that upgrade, trapping part 1, seems pretty solid. Let's just shoot this werewolf one more time. That might be the end of this night. In which case, that is a... Oh, come on. Are you kidding? In which case, that's a very, very easy night. Let's just reload again. And this is probably the easiest spell of combat I've ever had. I actually had a hard time with the third knight, but the fourth knight here is seeming super easy. Anyway, we shot him in the head and he's dead. That might indeed be the end of this round, or this whole night. Wow, that was really quick. Survive a night without taking any damage. That is surprising that I got that achievement that early. Usually there's multiple waves that will come at you, which will cause you, you know, a little bit more Orcs Must Die style. You have to, like, move back and forth between areas of the level. Anyway, we got a ton of experience. We're going to level up. We got a decent amount of money, I would say, as well. And we got this sweet wax seal to indicate that we have succeeded. So we'll probably be subjected to some more cutscenes here. The basic kind of premise for the story right now is that our sister is really sick. She's been infected with some kind of supernatural virus. The priest in town tried to accost her, perhaps even sexually assault her. And then he knocked over a candle or something. The whole church burned down, and she got blamed as being a witch and then burning the church down. Now, the priest has made a deal with the devil to pick up brimstone. No, a deal with the devil to get these werewolves to attack her and bring her back so that she can be his demon bride or something. I don't 100% know. There's definitely elements of the supernatural as well as some religious elements as well.
The beast did a lot of damage last night.
No, they didn't.
Down to the hardware store in the village to get stuff to fix my mill. I was coming back, and since I didn't have any more tobacco in my pouch, I said to myself, it'd be a good idea to warm myself up a little at Jackie's.
Say, Phidias, could there be something here that's attracting the beast? Except for my cabin, my barn, there's just your mill. But the attacks keep getting worse night after night. You're not hiding anything from us, are you, friend?
Me? Hiding something? As I live and breathe. In fact, if there's something I would have liked, it would have been for you to help me defend my mill last night.
If he is hiding something, the first place you should look is his massive fucking hands.
Blocking the main road.
Look at those ham hocks.
To the mill now. And then if you help me, I'll help you back putting out your traps. With the three of us, it'll go faster.
Sounds like a good deal to me. You can count on us tonight. We'll protect your mill.
Alright, so I guess tonight we're going to be protecting Phidias's mill. Sure, let's watch the tutorial movie for the W. Hood Company. At this point, I think the game's being a little bit over-tutorializing, but I kind of enjoy watching these tutorial movies, just because, I don't know, man, it gives me a down-homey feel. I've lived in Canada for, 23 out of the 24 years of my life. That's like 96%. But it just, makes me feel good. It's like a nice warm cup of whiskey and maple syrup to listen to this narrator, who, maybe with egg on my face, maybe he's not even Canadian. He emulates it well, though.
With access to the mill, you can now cut lumber for the W. Hood Company. Just click on the button to chop wood. Each time you chop wood, you receive money for your effort in exchange for action points. Action points that are lost this way are represented by the orange part of the gauge.
Alright, so I guess now that we can... Oh, fine. Guy that I wish was my grandfather. Tell me more.
The spike trap. The spike trap automatically triggers as soon as 3 enemies are standing on it. This icon represents the amount of enemies standing on your trap.
That looks pretty fucking brutal. Okay, so we have a number of issues going on here. We've got to defend the mill. It gives us action points, and if we fail, we lose the knight. So we have 2 waves coming this time, not just 1. So let's look at wave 1 is going to be just this werewolf, I think. And wave 2... Oh, no, never mind. Wave 1 is going to be all 3 of these. And wave 2 is going to be these 4 dudes, I guess. Which might be a total pain in the ass. Anyway, let's look at wave 1 first. We have a lot of action points and a lot of money. So where's werewolf going to go? Werewolf number 1 is just going to walk over here and attack the mill. What about this werewolf right here? He's going to cross the bridge as well, and this grand wolf is just going to walk straight to it. Okay. How about these guys? These guys should be easy to kill. They're just going to start over here and immediately go straight for the cabin. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Step 1, let's take care of these wolves so we don't actually have to be there when things go south. So, I think what I should do is basically just put down some wolf traps. Like, if they start here, why don't we just put 1 here? And 1 here, and this should protect our cabin. Now let's look over here. I think the smartest solution We're going to have 2 werewolves coming over this bridge, if I remember correctly. Do we have anyone else coming in this wave? Like, what about these guys? Are they coming in wave 1 or wave 2? Wave 2, okay. That's fine. I mean, there's an obvious choke point right here, which seems like a good place to put some traps. The spike trap is not going to work, I think, because there's got to be 3 enemies in order to make it happen. But what we should do maybe is toss down some bait right here. Both of those guys are going to take some time to eat that. Then we'll put down some wolf traps just over the bridge. And that should give me time to walk over there and deal with them. And then we have these grand wolves over here as well, which I don't think are going to be too much of a problem. We'll just toss down a couple of wolf traps like so. Basically, I just want time to be able to get over there and catch them. These wolves should be dead by themselves. This looks a little bit harder, though. Now we've got to place traps for wave 2. So this werewolf now is going to come... Wait, on wave 1? Is it only this werewolf? Oh, that should be easy then. I don't want him to trigger all the traps, though, so maybe we should, like, pop some of this down here. Like, just a couple more wolf traps, because why the heck not? It doesn't cost us that much. Now, let's look at wave 2. We've got a few regular wolves, a grand wolf, and another werewolf that is just probably going to go straight for the cabin, yes. And another werewolf that's coming around this way. Okay, first things first. Regular wolves, they're going to take a very easy path. They will be very easy to kill. These basically just eat up our action points, which is fine. Is that going to get them? I would say that's probably going to get both of them. How about this grand wolf? Where's he going? He's going to go this exact same way. Maybe just toss some bait down here for the grand wolf to eat for a while. And I'm running out of action points here, which is what's worrying me now. So I think I should put down maybe some bait here as well to deal with this dude. And then let's try it. I guess I could chop wood to get money, but let's just start the night instead. This will probably be the last night that I'll cover over the course of this video, because obviously I don't want to show off too much, because the game is still very much a work in progress. But in any case, let's check out our skills. Second win. After you kill an enemy in melee combat, recover 25% of your stamina points. That actually seems really useful. I haven't even talked about my shout skill yet, or the fear factor in the game. But anyway, let's take this one to give us more stamina. Stamina is a big determining factor in how much damage we can do. You're almost out of ammo. Do you want to continue? How much ammo do I have? 4 and 2. Sure, you know what? I'll deal with it. Let's start the night. I can make it happen just with my axe. Gimli meme.jpg. Anyway, we're going to load in here, and I'm just going to basically wait for the game to tell me what to do. We should explain this fear factor prompt, or fear factor interface that is down here. Oh, here we go.
Enraged. Certain enemies have a chance of turning enraged the more you attack them. Once an enemy is enraged, it's much more aggressive, and is no longer affected by your fear factor.
I was just about to talk about my fear factor. You see that big 22 down there in the bottom left corner? That is my... Oh, I want to get over to the mill as soon as possible. That 22 down there in the bottom corner is my fear factor. And basically the way that that works is that when that... Oh my god, that werewolf is so fast. When that number gets super... Or when your number is the same as your enemy's number, or your enemy's number is the same as your number, that means that they will attack you. If your fear factor number is higher than theirs, that means they won't attack you. Alright, so we've got this werewolf here. He's eating the bait. Sucker. We're going to shoot him in the head unless I need to reload. I don't think I need to reload. He might have just been out of range. So let's just get close enough. There is like a detection system. So I want to make sure that he can't... Oh, shit, he is pissed. I want to make sure that he's not going to be able to see me, if at all possible. But his fear factor is very high right now. What I could do is shout. That's just like an extra ability that caused his fear factor to get lowered. And let's use our rage attack here with right click. I totally missed with it, by the way. Too exhausted to attack. That's okay. Bring it on. I'm not shooting my gun because it takes way too long to reload right now. But I should reload when I'm out of combat. Oh, he's enraged. Rage. Oh, I messed up my own attack on him. There we go. He's killed. Now we should look on our map. We've already finished those waves. Okay, so maybe now we should, well, reload our gun first off. I should have done that way sooner. Why don't we fight this werewolf over here, because I worry about it a little bit. Our traps basically dealt with the enemies we were dealing with before. Those wolves should die. Oh, there's another werewolf coming straight for the camp. So I'm just going to run back here. Hopefully we make it. I've really got to kill the one that's getting the camp first, I think, because there's enough traps to keep that other werewolf kind of at bay for a while. I hope, at least. And of course, once your structures start getting attacked, it's okay. I mean, you can last a little while, I'm assuming. Where is this werewolf? I don't see him. Oh, there he is right there. Okay. Motherfucker, we're just gonna take out our gun. Silver bullet right to the face. That's bad for you. And now that we don't have any silver bullets left, it might not be that important for us to attack him with them. There we go. A rage attack actually landed for once. Now, this werewolf is almost dead. His fear factor is way higher than mine, though, which worries me a little bit. But as long as I can keep comboing him, we should be okay. So far, I haven't died yet in this game. I found it pretty easy so far to avoid death, but hopefully I don't end up eating my words anytime soon. Now that he is deceased, I have gotten some stamina back, and I think it is time for us to... This is a very good question, actually. I think it's time for us to go quickly kill this Grand Wolf, and then immediately transition to that werewolf that's going for the mill. Oh, no, you know what? I should come back this way, because if our, barn dies, it doesn't even matter. I think. We just lose action points. It's just bonus, as far as I can recall. Anyway, I've really got to get back this way. Please don't fail it in the worst possible way. Dude's a fast runner, but he runs out of stamina very quickly. It's kind of like, you know, playing Call of Duty or something, I guess. I don't know. I might actually fail this mission. It seems like that werewolf's doing a pretty substantial amount of damage. I might actually fail it if our barn gets killed. I'm not sure. I've never been in this position before. Let's run a little faster, please. I would rather it hit me than hit the barn. Is my shout ability still on cooldown? That's crazy. Alright, so I'm way too exhausted to attack. Let's try to replenish our health a little bit here. Walk on the wolf trap, you ding-dong. If I could just get him to come here. There we go. That's way better for us. Hit him with the rage attack. Go to town. That worked much, much better. His fear factor is still way higher. And my shout is taking so long to come off cooldown. I thought it was much faster than this. I may actually die here. Everything's turning red, which is almost never a good sign in video games. Let's see if I can make my way back here in time. I doubt it, because my stamina is super, super low, and it's a long way away. If I can go back and do this one more time, I would definitely try to put down more traps, because I worry that our barn is going to be destroyed here. I'm not sure if things are turning red because I'm low on health or because our barn is low on health, but in any case, all we got to do is maybe aggro this dude. He sees me. That's good, actually. Now just don't die. Things don't look great, but the sweet-ass music is coming back in. Let's up his fear factor with my shout, which I just did right there. Now let's just keep him at bay. His fear factor's 6, so he shouldn't be attacking us here. I'm not sure I explained the fear factor. That was terrible. I'm not sure I explained the fear factor effectively. Basically, this is gonna be close, man. We should reload our gun and just take a shot at him. Basically, when their number reaches our number, they're gonna attack. Until then, they're just gonna circle. There we go. Is he dead? He looks like he's about to pounce, but I think he's actually dead. Which means we might have succeeded on this mission. Well, that was surprising. That was a fairly dynamic mission, though. I'm glad we had a difficult one that kind of contrasted with the substantially easier one that we had earlier. Anyway, we're going to earn a decent amount of cash there. We got the Okami Wolf, which is going to tell us that everything's A-okay. We did level up again, of course. And why don't we'll continue. We might go through one more cutscene, which I don't really want to do. I guess we're going to be introduced to the Mycan Warrior here. But that's going to do it for the gameplay here. So hopefully we can exit here. The publisher, or developer, I guess I should say, didn't want me to show off too much of the game because it's still a work in progress. So, it's worth reiterating here that this is indeed a beta and it is a work in progress. But if you buy the game, you get access to the, or if you pre-order the game, I should say, you get access to the beta in its current position. So you know what? It's gonna tell us something new. Sure, the river may freeze over sometimes. That's kind of cool that it has a new path available for us. Tonight you must face the Mycans. They don't like the bait, and they're resistant to all normal and blessed personal weapons. That seems terrible. In any case, I'm gonna just exit out here. This has been Sang-Froid, Tales of Werewolves, Tome number 1. You can pick this up on Steam. Pre-order it right now for $13.50, which is 10% off the normal asking price of $15. It's a greenlight game, and I'm having a decent amount of fun with it so far. I'm interested to see what the finished product is actually going to look like. Very much kind of like a French-Canadian Orcs Must Die. And, you know, the Canadianness, I've talked about it. I don't mean to be disparaging. I actually find it a little bit charming. There's a certain amount of amateurishness that kind of permeates throughout the game, but that's kind of charming in its own right as well. Whether or not it's worth $15, you know, that's going to be something that I will possibly revisit when we get closer to release. But for now, feel free to check it out. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.